Hello, leader. With over 60% of Canadian small businesses and around 50% of U.S. small businesses surviving past the 5-year mark, their longevity is a testament to resilience, especially in small cities where they often serve as economic anchors. But as the new tariffs threaten to raise costs and disrupt supply chains, even these established businesses face renewed pressure, making local support and smart leadership more critical than ever. And even if your business is past, and I mean well past the 5-year mark, that constant need to adapt can stir up some self-doubt, decision fatigue, or the nagging sense that you have to do it all perfectly to succeed. It's easy to feel the weight of the responsibility, not just for your business, but for your team and your community that you serve. And that can be both motivating and exhausting. So today, let's help you navigate through this time when you're growing a team and the challenges just keep coming. Welcome to the Stacking Your Team podcast, smart leadership for women who mean business. If you're a woman who owns an established business with a team of 5 or more, and you're ready to lead with more confidence, clarity, and impact, you're in the right place. I'm your host, Shelli Warren. Each episode delivers practical strategies to help you build a high-performing team and become the leader your business needs next. Let's get started with this reminder. The team that got you here may not be the team that will get you there. I'm going to share 3 big challenges that as a small business owner, you may find yourself in a loop, circling around and finding it difficult to break out as your business grows and your team grows. Here's the first one. I live in a small city, so I'm limited to growth options. Now, it's a common challenge that small business owners face as their business and their team grows, feeling like their options for expansion are limited, especially if they're based in a smaller city. But what I hear when someone says this to me is, I'm more comfortable staying where I am, even if it means I've outgrown my potential. Now, if this resonates with you, it's likely because you've been surrounded by well-meaning voices, people who care about you and who want to protect you, encouraging you to stay safe and small, even if that means holding back your growth. Now, I live in a small town, less than 25,000 people, and I can tell you that you can expand your reputation and impact to the highest level inside your community and outside of your community, starting first by spreading your wings and services to reach people who live on the perimeter of your small town and nearby. Take it from someone who frequently drives a bit for a lot. Yeah, that's how I think about it. When I find a service provider that I'm thrilled with, I will drive to them because it's quality of service that I'm looking for. And I can also tell you that I'm treated very well at these businesses because they know that I take the drive to spend money with them. They frequently give me discounts, jump me to the start of the queue, tuck in a gift into my bag, or give me preferred time slots. Now, if I wasn't so focused on quality, I'd settle for what's available to me on my own main street, feeling shortchanged. Instead, I feel empowered to get the level of service I know I deserve, even if that means driving a little to get a lot. And I'm not the only consumer who feels this way. So don't let the size of your city limit your vision for growth. Expanding your business, whether it's opening a new location nearby or branching out to the next county or city, can be a natural step forward for you. Your current support network, meaning your bank, your legal and financial advisors and vendors, likely have connections in those areas too. So leverage their expertise and relationships to help, because when your business succeeds, they succeed too. Some business owners actually select their new location area based on what supports are available to them in that region. Everything from lower taxes to better lease options, or city and regional councils that are deliberately courting and welcoming small business into their area with incentives and extras. Now, can I remind you, you're a big deal, so choose wisely where you plant your next roots. Here's the second common challenge that can keep you stuck in a loop and finding it difficult to break out of as your business and your team grows. I'm good at what I do. It's what got me to this point, and frankly, I don't have time to lead people. When a small owner says this to me, I'm good at what I do, it's what got me to this point, and frankly, well, I don't really have time to lead people. What they're really expressing is that they're overwhelmed and they're feeling the weight of juggling everything on their own. They built their success through hard work and expertise, but the thought of adding leadership into the mix feels like too much. It's a common challenge, feeling like you need to keep doing everything yourself to maintain quality and control. But the truth is, leadership isn't a distraction. It's a key part of growth. When you empower others to take on responsibilities and grow within your business, it frees you up to focus on strategic decisions and scaling, rather than being bogged down by the day-to-day operations. So let's get real. You either earned your credentials through formal training or learned your craft through grit, hustle, and real-world experience. Your tenacity and passion built a loyal following, and that's what's led you to open your business. But chances are, no one taught you how to lead people along the way. It is more than okay to grow through trial and error. Those lessons are gold. But now it's time to level up your leadership skills. If you want to hit your next goal, build a strong team, and finally escape the time trap that you're stuck in, this is the move. Because yes, I see you working nonstop, and so do your friends and family, and they miss you. When you step back from being deeply involved in daily operations, you free up time to lead with purpose. You'll start to see team development not as a drain, but as a powerful part of your leadership role. And with the right tools and frameworks, you can build a self-sufficient team where growth and development happens consistently for everyone, even your newest hires. And here's the third challenge that can keep you stuck in that loop, finding it difficult to break out of as your business and your team grows. I don't have people on my team that are ready to step up and lead. Now, here's what I hear when you say this. I built a team that depends heavily on me, and I haven't had the time, tools, or confidence to develop them into leaders. This isn't a reflection of your team's potential. It's a reflection of where your focus has been. You've been in the thick of it, keeping everything running, making sure clients are happy, holding the vision together. It's no wonder leadership development hasn't been a top priority for you. But here's the truth. No one starts out ready to lead. Leadership is grown, not found. And as the CEO of your business, your next level of growth isn't about doing more. It's about creating space and structure for your team to rise. And with the right development, coaching, and expectations, your team can absolutely step up. They just need you to invite them into that possibility and show them how. That's where I come in. So how about this? Attract better team members and grow your business with confidence. Many of my clients have shared their frustration with the quality of applicants that they get for their job postings. But when I take a closer look, it's often clear why. The postings are not compelling enough. They're not telling a story. They're missing the chance to paint a vivid picture of what it's like to work there, what the team is like, what the culture feels like, and who would thrive in that environment. Without that clarity and invitation, the right people don't feel drawn in, and the wrong ones don't screen themselves out. Does this sound familiar? If so, we've got a resource for you that will quickly become one of your most favorites that you've ever gotten from us. Download our free guide to service-based business owners. It's called How to Position Your Role as Their Next Best Career Move. This 15-page guide is packed with proven strategies to help you build a hiring process that actually works. You'll learn how to position yourself as a top career choice, involve your team in recruitment, tap your local community, and use your website to draw in the right people. Now, these are the same strategies that I coach my clients through, and now they're all in one powerful free resource. Grab the guide, take action, and start building a team that's ready to grow with you. Get the guide with the link in the show notes or jump on over to the website in the resource section. As we wrap up, I want to remind you, it's completely normal to feel some days that you're taking one step forward and two steps back. Weeks can fly by, and it can feel like you're busy, but not really moving the needle on things that matter most. You're probably doing a lot behind the scenes to help your team stay on track, but it doesn't feel like progress. Instead, it feels like constant rework, course correcting, overcoaching, and problem solving that shouldn't be landing on your plate. If this sounds familiar, it's likely because you don't have a clear path forward, and without it, your days end up being shaped by everyone else's needs. With no strong boundaries around time, it's easy to get pulled in every direction. But what if that changed? What if you redefined your rule around the work only you can do? I like to call that your highest valued work. Strategic work that fuels real growth. What if your team had clear ownership of their responsibilities and you had a space to lead, plan, and focus first, before putting out fires? That shift could be the difference between feeling constantly behind and finally leading with purpose. Joining the Leadership Lab solves these exact problems because building a small but mighty leadership team is how you create the space, structure, and support that you need to lead your business forward with clarity, confidence, and momentum. You can be that kind of person who's willing to bet on yourself, trust your ability to learn and keep learning, and actually enjoying learning new things. At the same time, your team is going to notice and they'll be inspired to learn something new too. And before you know it, you'll be working less hours and providing your best contribution to the business. Sounds odd, but it can be your reality, and you'll enjoy a whole new level of contentment because your team will be less reliant on you. So let's recap those 3 challenges that can keep you stuck in that loop, never truly finding a way to break free from it as your business and your team grows. The first one was living in a small town or a city that suffers from gridlock, so you feel like it's limiting your expansion and your growth options. Not likely. It's more about the story that others are telling you and you're believing about staying small and staying safe. If you operate your service-based business on a model that is proven to be successful, you're already feeling the strains of significant wait lists and backlogs of clients and customers being served. It's time to expand your existing space and open up another location in an area that's being underserved. That second challenge that's keeping you stuck was learning to lead people because it felt heavy and you're already tired. Well, it would be harder to expand your leadership skills if you were totally relying on books, podcasts, articles, and friends and family who mean well. But you can jump the queue and get right up there with the other VIPs when you join a small group coaching program like the Leadership Lab. So why go it alone? Why not get all the tools that my members have and the coaching that they get so that you can get unstuck and free up your calendar, your mind, and go about your day less tethered to your team and every little problem that comes up. The third challenge that's keeping you stuck in that loop is thinking that you don't have people on your team that are ready to step up and lead. Now, this can definitely slow you down and lead to you being burned out because you're taking on too much of the daily operations and client care, and everything is based on your availability. So it's natural for you to want to blame someone or something. New hiring practices can become your strong foundation for stacking your team, especially when you intentionally hire people who can lead during their first days of joining you. And this can have a spillover effect, with others seeing the shift in how work is getting done, and they'll want to step up too, compounding everyone's efforts. It all begins with positioning yourself well in the job market. And what about that familiar feeling of never having enough time or energy to work on your highest valued work, so you always feel like you're 2 steps behind of where you truly need to be? I feel you. This is a common frustration for my clients when they first join the Leadership Lab. They tell me that too many weeks and months go by where they don't feel like they did anything to move the business forward. Now, you've known for a long time that caring for your business requires you care for yourself, and that includes getting clear on what you'll be doing in your role and what you will not be doing in your role. It includes mapping out key priorities with timelines and resources and putting a plan in place and then sticking to it. It means protecting your time and the time of your key contributors so that together you can move the business forward. So let me encourage you to decide today that you are becoming a leader who's focused on the right priorities. You will get the right level of support to help you carve out proper time to think and plan for the compelling needs of your business right now and in the upcoming future. The current economic climate doesn't feel like it's going to level out anytime soon. It will continue to impact all of us in big and small ways. That's why having solid support and protected time to plan isn't just helpful, it's essential. It gives you the clarity to stop spinning your wheels and the strength to break free from those challenges that are holding you back. Thanks for tuning into the Stacking Your Team podcast, Smart Leadership for Women Who Mean Business. If today's episode helped you see your leadership in a new way, I'd love to hear about it. Come connect with me on Instagram, where I'm at Stacking Your Team, and tell me, what are you working on in your business right now? And if you're ready to go further, check out the Leadership Lab. It's my high-touch coaching experience designed for women leading a growing team. You'll find all the details on the Stacking Your Team website. So until next time, let's do less managing and more leading by making space to lead and letting go of the rest.